Right out front, curbside sign, right below it.
Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near that.
I need one more unit.
Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near that, dude. I'm not going to film that. What? No. I mean, they're trying to figure out what's going on.
Black male with white. For the video, here's going to be the front driver, license machine, short sleeve black shirt. Two idea, the one from the two black men. They working on that, we don't know. Location is indicated. We're having our witnesses. Two black males. The description were either breaking into cars or robbed up to areas. There was a shooting, gunfire, and both they're about to roll out. Alright, all the units are all 1960. Go ahead and block off the intersections. Let's not get this traffic moving out of the way. Let's get it all open. Just block everything.
Okay, this is advising Hispanic male wearing an orange shirt, wearing black pants, bleeding from the hands, close to the side.
Yeah. What's up? Joe V's. I think that's the other one. Shit. I'm actually looking at the car they were using. No. Plainclothes. Jeans. Oh, Fox is overhead. That's that suspect that bailed. What was it?
I got the search site. Oh, did he? I'll do it. Yeah, because I was there to see it last night.
I saw. Thank you. Making the turn southbound 45 from 1960 right now.
never learn your lesson, huh?
You gotta learn yours. What y'all gotta do is before we get back in here. You gotta learn yours. You're a Google, right? Yeah. Look.
Okay.
Jason.
Who's going to talk to us?
Ready.
Okay.
Edison Tokika, Chief Deputy for the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Joined with me here tonight is Captain J.D. Philpott and Deputy Thomas Gilliland. Today at approximately 8:40 p.m., the Harris County Sheriff's Office received a shots fired in progress call here in the parking lot of 2929 FM 1960. Upon arrival, units found out that it was discovered that 3 black male suspects were in the parking lot what appeared to be a burglary of a motor vehicle or possibly a catalytic converter theft. Our deputy, who was at the store with his wife at the time, was in the parking lot, observed the theft that happened to be his truck. And let me tell you, the deputy would have done what he did tonight if it would have been my truck or your truck. Fortunately, it was his truck. He approached the suspects. Shots were fired. Shots were exchanged. Our deputy was shot. He is at Houston Northwest at this time in critical condition. One of the suspects was struck as well. He's at the Houston Northwest as well in critical condition. A second suspect was shot. He seems to be in stable condition at this time. We feel that there's a third suspect that is at large right now. We are looking for him at this time. Our homicide division is out here working the scene. The DA shoot team is out here as well from the Harris County District Attorney's Office, and our Internal Affairs Division is here as well. The sheriff is at the hospital at this time with the rest of the command staff, and he will address and update the scene of the incident as how it happened from the hospital at a later time.
Stealing catalytic converters, that's a real issue now here, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is.
Why is that, do you think?
Well, I think it's like any other theft. I mean, it's up, but they're easy to get to, they're easy to pawn off, and it is high. It's not just in this region; it's everywhere.
Right. So tell us what's going to happen next. What's going to be going on?
Well, we've got two suspects at the hospital that are detained at this time. We've got one that's, like I said, at large right now, and will be apprehended. We'll be out here all night if we have to.
Do you have an identity of that suspect at this point?
Not yet. Not yet. We do not.
Is there anything that you would want to share that could help at this point, or no?
Well, we don't have anything at this time on that third suspect, but as soon as we do, we will share it with y'all. We can't do it without the media. Y'all help us, and you're great partners. So absolutely, we'll share it with you as soon as we have it.
Without disclosing the name of the deputy, if you don't want to right now, can you give us some background information, how long he's been with the sheriff's office?
Absolutely. He's a 51-year-old Hispanic male. He's been with the sheriff's office for 23 years. He's assigned to, ironically, auto theft division. Very well-spoken, very great individual, both personally and professionally. I happen to know him personally and professionally. Just a great guy.
Tell us about him.
Well, again, he's had a stellar career with us for the past 23 years. Started as a detention officer, went to patrol, has been in investigations. His latest and current assignment is in the auto theft division. So, we want to ask the community for prayers. We're very blessed to have a community that does support us, and we know that. So we ask for your prayers that he makes it through.
I think what you said about him, if it wasn't his truck, if it was somebody else's truck, he would have done the same thing. I think that speaks a lot about him.
Absolutely. Because I know him personally, professionally, I can't say that if it would have been your truck or mine, he'd have done the same thing. Ironically, it just happened to have been his truck.
Was the off-duty deputy here to go grocery shopping? What was he doing here?
Yes, sir. He was here grocery shopping with his wife. Happened to come out and confront the suspects that were attempting to steal his catalytic converter, and he confronted them, and that's when the shooting began.
Chief, how's his wife doing right now?
She's distraught. It's hard to find out that your husband's been shot multiple times, but to have to witness it, it takes it to the next level, obviously. So she's distraught, and we ask to, keep her in her prayers as well.
Did the suspects drive themselves to the hospital, or how did they get there?
Yes, sir, they did. The suspect vehicle is at the hospital at this time. We do have eyes on the vehicle, and the two suspects. The two suspects are detained at this time, and they are also at the hospital.
Are they all at the same hospital?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay.
They are.
This is pretty bold. It's early in the evening. Is there anything you can tell us about? This happened at 7 o'clock. There's a lot of people out.
Unfortunately, with the spike in violent crime that we've seen, not just in the Houston, Harris County area, but nationally, it is very bold. We have these types of crimes that happen at 3 o'clock p.m. So 7 o'clock is no different. We just have to work together as a community, law enforcement, and work together to try and work on this violent crime situation.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Chief,
Chief,
any
real
more
quick,
questions?
one last question. You were talking about your belief that there may be a third suspect involved.
Correct.
If anybody who was here wasn't interviewed and may have information, who should they contact? And is there a reward pending right now?
Well, there's not a reward pending right now. The scene is very fluid. It's in its infancy stage, so that part of it has not been established. But if there's any information, please call Crime Stoppers or our Homicide Division.
Thank you, sir.
Edison Tokika, Edison Toquica.
In your rank?
I'm the Chief Deputy for the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you so much.
Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, joined here by several of our members and partners. To my left, we have Lieutenant Batten with the Harris County Deputies Organization, FOP Lodge 39. We have Chief Mike Lee. We have Major Tony Wynn. We have Major Razzo directly behind me. Also at the Harris County Deputies Organization, FOP Lodge 39, we have Sergeant Lopez. And then we have Chief Satterwhite with the Houston Police Department. We appreciate them being here because they know too well the heartbreaking losses that we're feeling today. But today it is a heartbreaking night for the Harris County Sheriff's Office and for all law enforcement. Today we've lost another hero here in our community, sadly. Our deputy was pronounced deceased a short while ago, and our hearts are broken. On behalf of the family, they want to extend their gratitude for everyone, for the prayers and the warm wishes that they've sent their way. But unfortunately, they're devastated at this moment. His wife, his mother, and the extended family, and everyone that's gathered here today, his team members. I know an update was provided at the scene. What we know is that earlier this evening, our deputy was exiting a grocery store. He was off duty with his wife, and as they were moving their shopping cart, the preliminary information we have is that he on-viewed some type of a burglary of a motor vehicle, possibly a catalytic converter that was being stolen. We're not sure; those details are still being investigated. But he intervened. He intervened to try to stop a crime. And when he did, he was confronted by 2 or 3 males, 3 suspects. One retrieved a pistol. He was able to grab the pistol. There was a little bit of a struggle, and he retrieved his pistol. Gunfire was exchanged. He was struck, but he was also able to strike 2 people himself. Again, and really a hero, because as all this was unfolded, he had the piece of the mindset to make sure he was protecting his wife. He told his wife to run, to get away from danger, as he put himself in harm's way to protect the rest of the community and to try to stop a crime. So he did what he did best. He was out there fighting crime. Deputy Almendarez is a 23-year veteran of our agency, most recently assigned to our auto theft division. He's approximately 51 years old. We're told that today is his sister's birthday, and they were at the store because they were buying groceries because he was going to prepare dinner or a meal for them tomorrow. It was going to be a big celebration. He was cleaning up the house. He was very happy. He was working tirelessly today to get preparation for that. And then we had him obviously tragically gunned down. It's just tragic. We're tired of this crime in our community. We're tired that people aren't even safe to go out to the grocery store. This is a cop. This is a cop that's just out with his family. It could be any one of us. And it happened to be him. That's unacceptable. We've said it time and time again. And I just don't know what else to say. I mean, we're just heartbroken. We understand there's possibly a third individual that's on the run. Our team is working right now in real time along with HB and other partners to try to identify and locate who that individual is. But for the immediate moment, we're here to just support the family, to support one another. Our hearts are heavy. It's just devastating having to break this news to the mother, to the family members, see him so distraught. And again, Almendarez was a fighter. I mean, he was a warrior in every sense of the word. I'm told that early in life, in his young adulthood, he was working at a fast food restaurant for a bit moment. I'm told he was even homeless. He was trying to make ends meet when he was a young man, but he had that fire, that grit to do something, and he committed his life to public service and to be a law enforcement officer, to be a deputy, to be a Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy. So today we've lost a great one once again, and so our hearts are devastated. So I want to ask Sergeant Lopez to give a few words on behalf of the deputy organization and our deputies.
And thank you. We'd like to say that our hearts are also very saddened by the chain of events that transpired today. We'd like to say that he was a good man. A lot of us knew him personally. We want to say that today we lost a brother in blue. We lost a father, a son, and a great family member to all of his. We'd also like to say that he was very well liked and respected within our department, and we would like for the public to keep him and his family in your prayers. Thank you. Sure.
And next I'll have Chief Satterwhite. Chief Finner's out of town at the moment, but Chief Satterwhite's here. They're always with us. We're always with them as well. And so Chief,
thanks, Sheriff. So I've already spoken with Mayor Sylvester Turner and to Chief Troy Finner, and had to give them the really bad news. Mayor Turner and Chief Finner and the entire Houston Police Department, our hearts are breaking for our brothers and sisters in Harris County and all of our law enforcement family here, and for the deputies family that is got the most horrible news tonight, to find out that they lost one of their family icon, one of their leaders, and we've all lost a hero. I mean, that's what he was. He was a hero. He's out there trying to make a difference like all law enforcement is trying to do. And sadly, we've just been here too much. We're just having too many of these things happen, and the violence is has to stop. So for us tonight, it's going to be about how we can support Sheriff Gonzalez and his team and the family and make a difference and bring to justice anybody else that might have been involved in this, because we're going to work collaboratively with them in the investigation and help every way we can to try to make the public safe and to get any bad guy that is involved in this off the street. And then beyond that, we're just going to be there for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. So at this moment, again, our prayers are for comfort for the family. We hope that justice is served to the fullest extent of the law. I have been in contact with DA Ogg, with Judge Hidalgo, Commissioner Garcia, and others that have reached out, along with city leaders as well, and others that, everyone rallying together in support of this fallen hero. And we want to make sure that we're putting a stop to violent crime in our community. We've said it often. Everyone's doing their best, but that's not enough. We've got to make sure that every part of the system is doing their job, that they're being held accountable. If not, I don't know what else we could do, but we just need accountability at all levels and make sure that this isn't happening. And this is happening far too often in our country. I know some other officers that were ambushed in other parts of the country, I think earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken. But it's just simply unacceptable. If a hero is not saved in their own community, then the general public is not. And we're not going to tolerate that. There's still good people out there. There's still good people out there that are going to hold the line, and we're going to continue to fight to the very end to make sure that our county and our communities are safe. Briefly in Spanish, and then I'll answer a few questions. Brevemente en español. Esta tarde perdimos un héroe, al Deputy Almendares, de 51 años de edad. Ha estado con nuestra agencia por más de parece que 23 años. Él era investigador de crímenes automovilísticos. Es un gran líder, su familia está destrozada. Esta noche él y su esposa estaban haciendo compras en el supermercado. A salir parece ver que él fue testigo de un crimen que estaba ocurriendo, trató de intervenir para ayudar, para intervenir. Parece que eran 2 o 3 sospechosos y hubo un intercambio de disparos. A él le dispararon y él también pudo disparar por lo menos a 2, pero parece que otro está en fuga todavía. Estamos en la búsqueda de ese individuo, no tenemos su identificación en este momento, pero le pedimos al público que por favor oren por este oficial, por su familia. Están destrozados y estamos aquí para apoyarnos uno a otro. Está también representantes del departamento de Houston, tanto como de nuestra organización también, agencia también aquí para apoyar. Briefly, I do want to just say that in addition, obviously, to our deputy being fatally wounded, he was able to return fire. 2 suspects were struck. They're being treated for their injuries. It appears that they're stable at this time, and so they were able to survive their wounds, and ours did not. You know, our deputy's family were robbed of a future with him and the many plans that they had ahead of them. Like I said, just celebrating a birthday today into tomorrow as well. So any questions?
You know if he identified himself as a law officer?
I'm not sure about that. It's our understanding, though, from what I've gathered, that he did. But, you know, I'm not at the scene right now, so we're letting the investigation take place over there. And so the wife was just saying how she told him to get out, and he took action. And I mean, that's what he did. He didn't back down. And so he truly, literally just, you know, put his life on the line to protect his wife, protect others, and protect someone's property or whatever crime they were possibly committing. I don't have all those facts.
Most of us, when we're off the job, we're off the job. We can discuss how law officers feel like they're always on the job.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a law enforcement officer, true to heart, I mean, is always on the job. You're never really off. You know, it's what we're called to do, to protect others. He took action. It was his instinct. It was his training. He apparently saw something, and he took action. And even just 1 against 2 or 3, he was able to shoot 2 others at least, if not 3. And you know, he was out there protecting. He was protecting and serving. He could have walked away or done something else, but he saw something and he took action. And you know, this community, I hope, embraces and supports his family and honors his name. As we always say, they'll never be forgotten, because he truly was out there serving, not only on duty. He was a great cop, a great deputy, but also off duty as well. And he put his life on the line and paid the ultimate price, off duty, to protect the public and to try to stop a crime, because we're all sick and tired of the crime in our community. And he took a stand.
Hey, Sheriff, to the suspect or suspects that are outstanding, what do you have to say to them?
I mean, they're just come. I mean, they're I don't know. I mean, that's putting it nicely. You know, listen, I want to make sure that we have a full investigation and that we don't jeopardize that investigation in any way. We'll let the professionals handle that investigation. But I'll say that at a personal level and as a sheriff, that's evil. These are evil individuals that are out there, but for law enforcement holding the line, that's what keeps the rest of the community safe, for all of us, including myself, to sleep peacefully at night. Because there's individual scum that are out there, you know, and I've said this before, that are out there committing crimes, looking for the easy way out. And I've said it before, and I'll remember where it was. It was on Uvalde, when a 70-year-old lady was killed outside of McDonald's. I said, get a job, get out there, work like everybody else, make an honest living. You know, I mean, this is BS, and law enforcement has felt this far too often.
Sheriff, what can you tell us about the vehicle here at the hospital?
I don't know all the specifics about that. I believe that the suspects that were wounded drove themselves to the hospital, and we believe that's what that may be involving. I don't know. I don't know those details. My focus has been on the family.
Sheriff, right down the street, Circle K, they had another scene, crime scene, and everything else there. What was the deal there?
I'm not sure about the secondary scene. Sorry, my focus has been on the
family. Can you spell his name, too?
Yeah, Almendarez. Almendarez. Darren Almendarez.
Thank you, sir.
And what would be the charges of the suspects?
Well, I mean, I'm going to let the investigators do that. You know, a lawman was killed, so I would hope it's the fullest extent of the law. So capital murders what I'm looking at, but I'm not conducting the investigation. I've been here the whole time. I think there's a chief deputy, I think, gave an update at the scene. So.
And as a community, how can we support the family?
As a community, just continue to support your law enforcement. You know, report crime. You know, pray for us, lift us up. You know, it's a tough job. They need to know that they're appreciated. And I always tell our deputies that.
How high is his age?
51 years old is what I was told.
And family members?
His wife is here, his mother, siblings, extended family. I believe he's got two from a previous marriage. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then his wife has children as well. I don't know. They have a large family. They're all devastated, completely devastated. They're just, and then the added trauma that she witnessed or viewed kind of what transpired. You know, typically that doesn't happen in these type of situations. But
she saw it all go down.
As far as I know, I haven't talked to her about the specific details other than just very general. But she was there when it happened and saw him step up into the danger and to try to have the peace, the I can't even think straight, but just the frame of mind or whatever to tell her to get away, to run, because he foresaw that something was about to go down.
And just to make sure we had it right, Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N?
Yes, I believe it's D-A-R-R-E-N.
Almond, Darren, A-L-M-E-N-D-A-R-E-Z?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll confirm here shortly.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
what I was told.
Is this something that sadly we're going to see more of because there's so many